So welcome back guys. In this fifth video, or in other words, the last video in this series, I'm going to discuss last 10 questions from the paper, which are MCQ number 41 to MCQ number 50. So MCQ number 41 says that a compound proposition that is always true, no matter what the truth value of the propositions is, that occur in it is called what? So simply this is again a definition. So a compound proposition that is always true, whatever the truth value of the propositions is. So it's going to be a tautology. Like this is simply a definition. I can give you one example. If you have, let's say, some proposition P and its negation. So P can have two possibilities. Either it's true or it's false. If P is true, then negation of P is going to be false. If P is false, then negation of that thing is going to be true. Now I have P or negation of P. So this is some sort of compound proposition. And you know very well in this disjunction, if any one of the propositions is true, the result is always true. So you can see among these two, this one is true, so our result is true. Among these two, this one is true, so our result is true. So no matter what, our result is always true. Hence, this is called a tautology. So it is definition, nothing else. Okay, moving to the next, MCQ number 42. It says that let S be a set and order on S is a relation denoted by. So simply order is denoted by this symbol. Or you can go to the definition of order that, okay, what do we mean by an order on a set? So it's some sort of relation, and that relation must be reflexive. It means A, if you take any A from the set, then A must be less than or equal to A. It means the relation should be reflexive. So obviously, if I write 2 is less than or equal to 2, this is true because at least 2 is equal to 2. And the second condition is it should be antisymmetric. It means if A is less than or equal to B, B is less than or equal to A, it implies A must be equal to B. And this is true. We use these things a lot when we are going to prove some sort of equalities using inequalities. So this is antisymmetric. And third property is like transitivity. If A is less than or equal to B, B is less than or equal to C, it implies A is less than or equal to C. This is transitivity. And if these all properties are satisfied by some sort of relation, then that relation is called an order. And the only thing that satisfies these things is this less than or equal to symbol. So this is an order on a set. Okay, so the next question is MCQ number 43, which is very simple question. What we need to do, we are given U, you can see, and we are given V, but we have to find out the norm of this thing, which is simply, what am I doing? First of all, I'm finding negative 2U plus 2V, which is going to be negative 2. U is 2, negative 2, 3, plus 2V is 1, negative 3, 4. So this is negative 4, positive 4, negative 6, and plus 2, minus 6, 8. If I just add the corresponding elements, this becomes negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. 4, negative 6 is negative 2. Negative 6, positive 8 is going to be plus 2. Now, finding simply the absolute value of negative 2u plus 2v is going to be square root of simply the square of each component, negative 2 square, negative 2 square plus 2 square. Sorry. So this is going to be 4 plus 4 plus 4, which is 12. And if you find its square root, this is going to be 2 square root of 3. So this is very simple question seemingly. So the answer is 2 square root of 3, which is option C. Okay, so next MCQ is 44, which says that a consistent system of linear equations has, so a consistent system is a system having some sort of solution. It can be one solution or more than one, but it should have a solution. We are not talking about uniqueness of the solution. It should have at least one solution. So first option, no solution, is not correct option. Minimum two solutions, it means it has either two solutions or more than that. It's not going to be a requirement. If it has only one solution, that's going to be a consistent system. Maximum two solutions, no, it can have more solutions. So our correct option is at least one solution. It means it has one solution or more than one. It is going to be a consistent system. So correct option is B. So next one is MCQ number 45, which is like very simple question. Only you have to find the median in the sample data. So to find the median, you are going to arrange the data in ascending or descending order. So I'm going to write the order because I don't want to waste time. Then we are going to find out, okay, what's going to be the answer. So the data in ascending order is 2.5, and then 2.8, 2.8, 2.9, 3.0, 3.3, 3.4, 3.6, 3.7, 4.0, 4.4, 4.8, and again 4.8, 5.2, 5.6. Now let me just count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so these are 15. So the middle value, if the number of sample points is 15 plus 1 over 2. So it's going to be 16 over 2. So the eighth position is our median. So eighth position is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and this is eighth position. So our median is 3.6 because this lies on eighth position. So just arrange the data either in ascending order or descending order and just select the middle value. If there are two middle values, if the data is even, then you take two middle values and take their arithmetic mean. But this is going to be simpler than that. Okay, next MCQ number 46. The probability of getting a total of 7 or 11 when a pair of dice are tossed. So how many total choices are when you roll a pair of dice? So basically there are 6 sides, and in another dice there are 6 sides, so there are 36 possibilities in total. And you have these pairs XY, where this X ranges from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Y is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are different possibilities. In total, there are 36. I can write those, but like it will take time. I can show you. Let's say 1, 1, and 1, 2 up to 1, 6. Then 2, 1, 2, 2 up to 2, 6, and so on up to 6, 1, 6, 2 up to 6, 6. So these are total Like if this is S, then order of S is going to be 36. Now, how many of these give us the sum of 7 or 11? So we can write the possibilities. Okay, what are the possibilities for sum to be 7? So it can be either 1 plus 6 or 6 plus 1 is going to be 7, or 2 plus 5, 5 plus 2, because you can swap, these are different dice, so you have two possibilities for each. And 3 plus 4 and 4 plus 3, these both are going to be 7. And I think only these possibilities for 7 are there. So how many are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in total. And for 11, it's either 5 plus 6, which is 11, or 6 plus 5, which is 11. So there are only two. So 6 plus 2. So the total sample points in your event is going to be 8, divided by the sample points in the whole sample space is 36. And when you reduce it by applying table of 4, it's twice and it's 9 times. So it's 2 by 9. So the correct option is B, which is 2 by 9. Yeah, it's going to be a very simple question. Just you have to think in that way what you're supposed to do. Okay, MCQ number 47 is about finding acute angle between the vectors. I have put this grid, but I think I don't need this thing. So I'm going to remove this, because we can simply apply the formula that we have. Let's say Z1 dotted with Z2 is equal to mod of Z1 mod of Z2 cosine theta. I don't like, I think that this question is not okay, because you have to apply a calculator to solve this question or to find out the exact angle that we have. So I don't consider this to be a good question. Maybe they have some other way to think for this. And if you have any idea, okay, how can we do it analytically without using any calculator, do tell me in my comment box, so that I can also know that, okay, how things work. So cos theta is simply Z1 dotted with Z2 mod of Z1 and mod of Z2. So Z1 is 3 minus 4i dotted with negative 4 plus 3i over Z1 mod is 3 square plus negative 4 square, and Z2 mod is negative 4 square plus 3 square. So multiplying these is going to be negative 12, negative 12. Dot product means just multiply the components, ignoring I. And this is square root of 25 and square root of 25, which is negative 24. Square root of 25 is 5. And 5 times 5 is again 25. So theta is cosine inverse negative 24 by 25. So here you will get some sort of angle, but you want acute angle, so you have to subtract that angle from 180 degrees. So it depends, like if you want acute angle, you have to subtract, but I have written, I think here, this is going to be 163.739 degrees. So if you want acute angle, just subtract this angle from 180. So if you subtract, your answer would be 16.26 degrees and so on. But this notation is in degrees, minutes, and seconds. So you can do this thing as well, just by writing the 16 and multiplying 0.26 by 60. So this will give you minutes, because in 1 degree there are 60 minutes and in 1 minute there are 60 seconds. So these are some sort of sexagesimal parts of a degree. So this becomes 16 degrees, and 0.26 multiplied by 60 is approximately 16 minutes. So you can see correct option is B. But like for this thing only, we need calculator. So maybe there is some sort of other way to deal with this question, but I don't have any idea. So if you have, do tell me in comments. So MCQ number 48. So this is again very simple question. Just we have to apply some sort of approximation tricks, or what you call Riemann sums. So by using finite approximation to estimate area under the graph of the function by using lower sum. So lower sum is the main point here, with two rectangles of equal width. And this is our function, and this is our interval 0 to 1. So let me draw the function and the interval 0 to 1. So nice. So this is our function f of x is equal to x square. I have not gone to this side because I'm not interested in this one. I'm only interested between 0 and let's say 1. And I only need this area. I only need this area, but I'm not going to find this area by using the standard integration tricks. Here I have to apply lower sums. So the first thing that you have to keep in your mind, you are going to make two rectangles of equal width. So I'm going to make a center at 1/2. And now I have two rectangles of equal width. You can see, but like I'm going to apply lower sum. So lower sum is within this sub-interval, the lower value is 0 and the upper value at 1/2 is this thing. And this value is going to be 1/2 substituted in this function is going to be 1/4. But I have to take lower value. So the value here is 0 that I'm not going to consider because I'm interested in lower sum, not upper sum. And on this interval, the second interval, you can see second interval is this from here to here. I have to take again the lower value, not the upper value, because I'm just said that, okay, you have to take the lower value. So taking the lower value, I have this rectangle. So first rectangle is lower at 0, second rectangle is lower at 1/2. So what is going to be the approximation? Very simple. You take what is the value of the function? 0, because the value of the function at lower level is 0. And what is the length of the interval? Is 1/2. Value of the function times length of the interval. Plus, what is the value of the function here in this interval? That's 1/4. And what is the length of the interval? Since the interval length is equal, so it's 1/2. That's your answer. Just you have to convert it into decimal, and that's your answer. Done. So this is 0. This is going to be 1/8. And if you convert it, this is going to be 0.125. So this is simply by using the definition of Riemann sums. There's no limit, there is no integration, nothing else. And I think this question is simple if you try to do it. Oh, second last one. This is very simple thing. This is simply what you call the simplest version of fundamental theorem of calculus. So FTC is main thing, and many questions are asked on this basis. Some questions are a bit tricky because you have to apply the standard version of fundamental theorem of calculus, or sometimes you have to apply second fundamental theorem of calculus. But this one is very simple. F is continuous at every point. F is its antiderivative. Then if you integrate this F, you can see I've directly selected the option B because I'm going to tell you that, okay, how does it work? So antiderivative of small f is this big F. And you know very well, if you have antiderivative of a function, just evaluate at this upper limit and evaluate at this lower limit and you're done. So this is your option. So let me tell you, this is your function. This is its antiderivative, and this is evaluated at upper limit, and this is evaluated at lower limit. That's your answer. And the rest of the options are not okay. This option seems to be a bit tricky, but like this is not matching with the standard fundamental theorem of calculus. That's why we are not going for that. This formula is also correct. This formula is also correct. But what is A? A is area, but it is not mentioned here. So we are not going for that. What is C? C is some sort of point where we have to find out the average value of the function, but this is not mentioned. So we are not going for that. So our correct option is B, just by using fundamental theorem of calculus. Okay, so we are at last MCQ. This is like we have to find out the integral of a function. And again, you have to keep this formula in your mind, f of x raised to n and f prime of x dx, and you are integrating this. If there's a function raised to some power n, and obviously this n should not be -1. Yeah. And there's derivative of the function. You just, when you integrate, you just add 1 to the power. So divided by the power plus. Yeah, done. Now you can see this is the function f of x. Is this its derivative? The answer is yes. The derivative of x cube is 3x squared. The derivative of x is 1. We are good to go. Add 1 to the power, divide the power. So we are done. Yeah. So the correct option is A. So this was the last MCQ in the last video in this series. And I tried to explain the things in detail, but some things that need more time, I didn't go for those all the things. So next time I'll be making such videos. I will take a paper, I will take an exam. That exam can be related to SPSC, can be related to Sakraibi, can be related to FPSC, or it can be GRE subject specialist exam. I will take one exam and I'll try to solve it. So I think this is going to be the thing that we have to follow from now onwards. Or I can take a book, a good book, and solve MCQs from there. And maybe I'll go for, let's say, one video on one area, let's say differential equations, one video on only some other area, let's say calculus, one video on only linear algebra. So I'll be solving these MCQs, because within these MCQs, I can save my time and I can save your time as well when you are going to prepare for exams. But remember, doing or studying theory is going to be the main thing to understand these things. Without studying theory, you are unable to do anything. So it's my suggestion and advice to go for theory and learn as much as you can. So good luck and see you next time.